Right. Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. I was going to ramble on, but this whole video will be just a lot of talking absolute crap. So I hope you enjoy. Get yourself a glass of wine or a bottle and we'll get cracking. I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me some juicy questions so I can get drunk and answer some questions, spill some tea. Hopefully not too much. Hopefully I won't be getting into any trouble. But I am going to have a little FaceTime and night out with my friends at 8 o'clock, and yeah, it's like 7, so we have an hour to get drunk. One thing I want to say, I got the wrong wine by accident. I usually get Pinot Grigio, and also I do hope that everyone is like staying safe and everything still. Of course, if you're in Ireland, we were told on Friday that the lockdown will be extended for another 3 weeks. So that's obviously not the best news ever, but it was probably the news that we all kind of knew we were going to get. I hope everyone's doing grand, and I know it's like a tough time, especially like I'm living alone. Well, I have a housemate, but I haven't seen my mom and stuff in like such a long time, so it is difficult. But yeah, I just wanted to say I hope you're all hanging in there and you're having wine nights by yourself, because this is, if there's ever a time to have wine by yourself, it's this. I was never comfortable drinking it by myself until the quarantine came along, and I actually realised it's pretty fun. So if there's anything the quarantine has taught me, is that I'm actually pretty cool person to drink along with. Okay, right, so the first question I got with was, what's the most annoying company that has ever slid into my DMs or I've ever worked with? No, in all honesty, I don't have as many annoying companies anymore. I think when I started I had a lot of like fit teas and detox and stuff, you know, up in my DMs, and let me tell you that the money they offer for a post is crazy. Even for me with 100k at the time, I will kind of give you an estimate. I got asked to do a collab which was 6 months, so in the 6 months you do like an X amount of posts, and I got offered 3 grand for the collab, which like to me was crazy at the time, because I was like, I can't believe I could actually make that money. But it just wasn't worth it, obviously. Like, not even that it's worth it, like it was out of the question anyway. But yeah, so you know, when I see the Kardashians promoting all the fit teas and the gummy bear things, they must be getting absolute millions. So what I would like, and I would hope to think that a lot of influencers are, you know, not stupid enough to fall for that shit. And to be honest, I haven't seen a lot of people advertise them, which is probably why they offer such high prices for posts, because like, you know, it's not like everyone wants to work with them. So, but I did work with a company that I want to say enjoyed. They've sent me out a product, and every time I work with a company on like a paid ad kind of basis, I always ask them to send me their product first, and then I give myself about 2 weeks to kind of review the product, and then based on how that goes, I decide if I want to do the ad or not. And a few of the times the company were nice enough to be like, it's fine, you don't need to send me back the product, like, sorry, that's how we feel, hopefully we can improve. And a lot of the companies are really nice. There was one company that I actually got sent the product and loved it, still use it to this day, and I did stories for them and swipe up links, and the price for the earphones, they were like the AirPods ones, it was very good. I'm not going to say the name, I don't want to get sued, obviously. I feel like everyone says that. A lot of people bought the earphones from my link, and oh, literally the next 3 weeks were just shambles, really. I've had so many people complain to me about them, so it was clear that they must have sent me a better product, and then I was trying to kind of like sort it with the manager, but he was ignoring me completely. I was sending him all the DMs that I was getting, but like he was online, but he was not opening my messages until I clearly said to them, I'm going to like tell everyone about this and I'm going to apologize. And then that's when he like apologized, told me that everything was sorted. But then I went onto their Instagram and I saw that they've like disabled all the comments and everything. So that was definitely an annoying one. It just sucks that there are brands that will send influencers the real, like the actual product, and then, you know, like if you buy it you're just gonna get a shittier one, which is just terrible, because now we have to be so careful, considering like I'm aware of that now. That's all I can say really. That was just definitely the most annoying thing that happened, because I was so upset and I didn't want like my integrity to be ruined. But thankfully everyone kind of understood when I explained. I was sending everyone back voice notes like of me being like, I'm so sorry, I did not know, like, and honestly I will say I still use the earphones to this day, like they are fab for me. But just the way that like I was being ignored when I brought up the, oh, honestly. There's one that says, have you ever cheated in a relationship? And no, I have not. I would not do that. And how many boyfriends did you have your entire life? I had like 2 serious boyfriends my entire life. Oh, there's another, what's the worst company you've worked with? That's the earphone company that I cannot mention. So the next question is, when do you want to start a family? So I personally don't see myself with kids at all. Like I love the idea of like my friends having kids and everything, and that excites me so much. Like I just cannot wait for like one of my friends to get pregnant. They probably won't be happy to hear that now, but I've just never seen myself with kids. Like I don't particularly enjoy being around kids. I like babies and I like babies, but who doesn't? But then I just get easily annoyed by like kids, and I just don't think that I am someone that wants to have children of my own. I think I would adopt or like foster or something, because I do also think that, you know, there's a lot of kids out there that need a good home, and I'd love to do that. I'd love to help out like the society in that way, but I don't have like a need inside myself to have kids and be a mother. That's just not something I've ever been interested in. My mom cries every time I tell her that, because she wants nothing more than grandkids, and I don't know, obviously I'm only 22 and whatever, so that could change, but at the moment I just want to spoil my friends' kids. What's something that'll turn you off a guy instantly? Cheers to that. So I don't think I'm like a really picky person. The only thing that I know really annoys me if I go on a date is if like we go to a restaurant and they don't tip. I'm like, oh my god, I hate that. Or even talking about money. I went on one date before, and when I left the restaurant, the guy paid. Like I've offered to pay, but he was like, I'll get it, don't be silly. So obviously we sit back, and when we left the restaurant he was like, oh, I've no money now for the week. I was like, oh my god, don't say that. Like you can't say stuff like that on a date, because then I came home and I was like, oh my god, like I feel so terrible. But at the same time, like I know he was messing, but there's like a time and place for jokes like this, and like that was not the time. I don't know how to say it, but hopefully you know what I mean. Honestly, there's not much I can say. I was really embarrassed and I was like, fuck, I really should have paid, but at the same time I know it was a joke. But the question that I've gotten the most of is, am I single and why? So obviously I had a boyfriend for the past year, and I am recently single. Well, it's been a few weeks now. And I've been dreading answering this question, but everyone wants to know, and I suppose I did put my relationship out there, so it is fair enough that people ask. But there is honestly not much tea to be spilled. There was no drama with the breakup. It was quite straightforward. I feel like a lot of people think that like for a relationship to break up, like the fault has to be like on one person's side, and then you can just blame someone and be fine. But I think when you grow up you realize that it's okay to get into a relationship and realize that you might not be the best match in the long run. Our personalities didn't really match up as well as they should. Our values and morals were all quite slightly different, and I still have so much love and so much respect for him, and I wish him the best. But you know, just sometimes things don't work out. Obviously when I was younger, I'd never think that something like a relationship could end because like you just don't match. But I feel like when you grow up and you realize that these things happen, and as much as you can love someone so much and you can respect someone, like that's not always enough for a relationship to kind of blossom and, you know, everything. So that's it, that's all I'm gonna say. I hope like it's a good advice for people as well. Sorry if you came here for the tea and stuff, but no. And I got loads of messages with their cheating, nothing like that. As I said, like it was just honestly a mature decision to separate, and that was it. So cheers to that. I'm just gonna top off my glass. So many about how many people I have slept with in my life, and if you think I'm going to say that on the internet, then you are very mistaken. Are you from Poland? Yes, I am. That's all I can say. I've lived in Ireland literally almost 14 years. So yeah. When did you lose your virginity and did you regret it? I was 15. So no, I don't regret it, honestly. I was like with a guy that I felt really comfortable with, and I was happy enough to do it, so it was fine. I don't regret it, to be honest. Don't want to say to girls that it's not a big deal, but to me it didn't. Like I thought that I would come home and have some kind of like spiritual awakening or something, and like I came home and I was fine. I was just sore. Oh, sorry. The wine is hitting me in the head now, I'm not gonna lie. What's my celebrity crush? Michael B. Jordan. Till I die. I love him, especially in Black Panther. He is the hottest human I've ever seen in my life. But not actually seen him in person, but him or Ian Somerhalder from Vampire Diaries. He is like the hottest person ever, and he's such a dad, and like I love that. So another question is, would your boyfriend have to be a gym rat? And don't give me the safe personality matters bollocks. Okay, I would say yeah, because that's what I do, and I would obviously like for someone to have a mutual interest in that kind of category, but I feel like everyone goes to the gym nowadays. But yeah, definitely like exercise is sexy, and like I don't mean you need to be, you know, competing but or like a bodybuilder at all, but like a bit of muscle is always good and it's nice to look at. So to answer your question, yeah, not crazy into the gym, but I would like someone that goes to the gym. Strangest place you've had sex? Okay, I don't think I've had sex in like crazy places. No, I haven't had sex in like many crazy places at all. Like I don't know, I honestly would I'm just scared of getting arrested. Like my #1 fear is being put in like the back of a squad car. Like that is, I can't think about that. So every time I'm like, oh no, it's just I can't, because I'm scared to get arrested and scared to be like fucking in the headlines. Obviously that wouldn't happen, but like in my head that's what's gonna happen. So no, don't have like place, like no, there's no like graveyard or the church or something. Like, why did I think of that? But no, I think like obviously in the car, parked in like different places. That's honestly like as weird as I get, because otherwise I'm just petrified of getting arrested. So okay, have you ever slept with someone on the first date? That's an interesting one. I feel like that's juicy enough. No, I've never had sex with someone on a date, on a first date. But no, I've never had like went out to dinner with a guy and came home with him and had sex. Yeah, that didn't happen. I don't know, I think first date is all about kind of getting to know each other like on a more like intellectual level, and then if you just end up like banging, it's just like, oh, like did he even remember anything I said, do you know, that kind of way. So I don't do it, but if you do, then absolutely all power to you and keep going. How do my family and friends react to my Insta? I've been on Instagram for so long doing what I do that they're over it. No one cares anymore. At the start, my dad was not happy, let's just say that. Yeah, he called me and he was like, what are you doing? But let me tell you, as soon as he knew I was making money, the tone was changed, let's say that, and he was like, you go girl. So here I am. My mom like doesn't care, she's supportive of anything, and like my friends are just great, so they've always been supportive of the gram. One that came up a lot was, are there any Irish influencers you don't like, and who? I'm obviously not going to name names, and not really. I feel like there are influencers that I kind of was friendly with and then I stopped being friends with them, but it's not that I don't like them, it's just the friendship didn't work out. So the simple answer is no. I think everyone is, you know, lovely in their own way. Sometimes, you know, our personalities may clash and that's fine. Not a reason to dislike them at all. So no. And another one, do I have any beef with any influencers? And not that I know of. Yeah, I don't personally. Can't answer for other people if they have beef with me. I'm nearly halfway through the bottle. Love that. Yeah, I can only answer for myself. I honestly don't care enough for like beef and all that. Have you ever had a dream, a sex dream about Caroline and Gary? No, I haven't. And I don't think I could look at either of them the same if I did. Yeah, honestly, so funny. Like, I told them that I got asked this question and they were like, yeah, no, I haven't. It would be very, very odd, but they are probably the most attractive people I know, but no. Have you ever had any surgery? No. I had my lips done and I had my smile lines injected into at the same time I was getting my lips, and it was just leftover filler. Whew. But no, I haven't, and I would love to have my boobs done, like a boob lift, and I want to get veneers, but I don't know if that's surgery really. Do you get dick pics sent on my Instagram? I don't anymore, because now you have to accept the message to view a photo, and when I just get a random photo sent to my DMs, I'm like, I know what that is, so we're not opening that. So probably I get a lot of these, but I just delete them. Do I prefer my mom or my dad? I'm not gonna answer that. I love them both as much. I am actually getting quite tipsy now. Okay, I'm nearly through a bottle. Another question I get is, do I have any like famous people reach out in the DMs? Not anyone very famous, unless I missed a DM, in which case I am really sorry. I've had like 2 of the Love Island guys reach out to me. I'm not gonna say like who, but yeah, there was 2 that were like onto me. I've only talked to one of them and he was actually a lovely guy, but but that was ages ago. But if Michael B. Jordan wants to give me a text, I will reply immediately, I promise you. Anyway guys, so that's it for the Q&A. I don't know if that was juicy enough or if it was at all, but I am pretty drunk. I'm getting there, like she's getting there, she's on the way. Anyway, that was it. I hope you got a bit of a giggle out of that anyway, and there will be more to come obviously, because I'm gonna be a wine addict by the end of this. So thank you for, you know, watching this video. It means a lot to me. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment and, you know, all of that, and I will see you in next week's video. So stay safe, get drunk, do your workouts, fucking hate your macros, and don't text any fuckboys. So cheers to that.